Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is a really quick video on my absolute favorite everyday go-to look. So if you guys want to see how to recreate this look, then just keep on watching. And if you like it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. And if there's anything that you guys would really like to see from me or learn, and please also leave that in the comment bar below and I will do my best. And yeah, so if you guys, like I said, really want to see how to get my everyday go-to look, then just keep on watching. So until next time, I look forward to talking with you all again soon, and take care everybody. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, so I've already gone ahead and primed my face and done my eyebrows and half of one eye. For primer, I've used the Time Balm by the Balm. It's a silicone-based face primer. I really like it. I find that it's not too thick, but it's not too thin either, so it does fill in all of my pores and scarring from when I had acne when I was younger. So I really like that one for that. But I will, when I do the rest of my face, go over just a couple areas, kind of like my T-zone area, with a different primer, and it's the Happy Light Matte primer by Bourjois. This is just a cream that dries to a matte finish. It doesn't fill in any pores or anything like that, so I like to use the silicone primer first, and then just in the problem areas where I tend to get a little shinier throughout the day, then I'll use that one to kind of mattify everything and make sure it stays matte. For my eyebrows, if you're interested, all I do is I use my Milani eyebrow pencil in dark brown first, and then I use my Lise Watier eyebrow duo like that. It's got a warm brown and a gray, which I really like because I find, being as dark as I am, the majority of the eyebrow products that I get are always too red. If you want an in-depth eyebrow tutorial, then just let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to do that. It's just my eyebrows, if I don't do them beforehand, then I might as well do 20 minutes of video putting my eyebrows on, because it literally will take up the entire video. I primed it first with the Exaggerate Undercover Shadow Primer by Rimmel. I'm going to start off with the Maybelline Colour Tattoo, and this is in Vintage Plum. I'm not going to worry about getting it super neat. It's okay if it's a little bit messy because I haven't done anything else on my face yet, and I'm going to go over top of it. So I'm just patting that on with my finger first, make sure that my lid is all covered, and then I'm going to take this brush. This is by Still Essentials. It's the Smudger 09 brush. It's just a really short, kind of fluffy but dense synthetic brush, and I just kind of buff out that line a little bit so that there's not a harsh, messy line. And then I'm actually going to take that brush and I'm going to take a little bit more of the Vintage Plum and put that on top of what I've already laid down. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because I will go over it with shadow. I just want to get that base down. Now I'm going to take this brush. This is by Flower Beauty. It is the E01, and I'm just going to go over just this top line here to really diffuse that line a little bit more. So now you can see how it's a little darker on my lid, and then it gradually gets lighter, lighter to nothing. Now I'm going to take, this is another Still Essential brush. This is the Eyeshadow Blender 006. And I'm going to go into this Quo palette that I got. I believe this was one of their Christmas gift palettes, I guess. I'm going to take this color here. It's kind of like a mauvey gray. Like, it's a very light gray, but it's got that little tiny hint of purple to it. And I'm gonna take that on that fluffier brush, and I'm just gonna pack that on my lid over top of the Colour Tattoo. Now I'm gonna take that Flower Beauty brush again, and I'm gonna go into this taupey kind of color here. It's like a medium, more to a light brown, kind of like a taupe, I suppose. And I'm gonna take that on that flower brush, and I'm gonna go right over top, just above my crease, because I do have a hooded lid, and if I stay into the crease, then when I open my eye, that color is gonna disappear. So I bring it up just above onto the lower part of my brow bone. And then I just kind of go in little circles and smudge all that together. Now I'm going to take a flat synthetic brush. This is by Vasanti. This is the number 2. And I'm going to go into this palette I have here. It's just a little quad. This is by Physicians Formula. And I'm going to take this white cream color on that flat brush, and I'm going to put that right along my brow bone, dragging it down into that taupe that I just used. And then I'm taking that Flower Beauty brush, and I'm just gonna circulate, go in circles and blend those together. Now I'm going to take a smaller crease brush. This is another one by Vasanti. This is the number 4 crease brush. This is my new found obsession. I'm going to go back into the Quo palette. I'm going to take this color here. It's a darker taupey gray. I'm going to take that onto that crease brush, and I'm going to focus that just very lightly right into the crease. Kind of on the outer corner a little bit, bringing it in and around in the crease area. So you can see how there's just a little bit more definition in the crease area there. And then on that flat synthetic brush again that we used on the brow bone, I'm just going to go right on the inner corner here just to lighten this section up a little bit. And bring it around. I'm going to take just any big fluffy brush. This is by Smashbox. It's the number 10. No extra product on it. And I'm just going to go over all of that in circular motions and make sure that there's no harsh lines anywhere and everything is blended and really, really soft. And the lid is done. So I'm going to curl my lashes. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Lash Sensational. So you just want to make sure that you get your lashes really nice and fanned out and separated. So we'll go ahead and do the face, and then we'll go back and finish the bottom of the eyes afterwards. So like I said, I did do my primer, but I'm just going to add a little bit of this mattifying primer just to some certain areas that I get a little bit shiny throughout the day. You don't need a lot of this. If you do use too much, you'll end up getting like kind of white flakies. And if you do have dry skin, I don't recommend this one. There is another one. It is a luminous one, so it does give you a little more luminosity. It kind of makes you glow a little bit more. I have oily, combination to oily skin, so I like the mattifying one personally. I'm going to use the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour with Comfort Serum, and this is in True Nude, number 303, and it says it's Skin Perfecting Full Coverage Foundation. So it just looks like that. Concealer, I'm going to use the Bourjois Healthy mix. This is the apricot for radiance, and raspberry, which is micro circulation activator, and this is in light radiance. I'm going to use my Real Techniques concealer brush, and I'm just going to put that on just around underneath my eyes. Not so much in a triangle, well, I guess a little bit in a triangle, but I don't want a whole lot of highlighting under there right now. I just want it to be, again, very soft and wearable every day. And I'm also kind of cleaning up the edge of the eye as well. A little bit down the nose, center of the forehead, and then I always do right along the sides of my mouth here and on my chin, because I don't like the deep smile lines, and I find it helps to pull that area forward just a touch. And then I'm going to use my damp beauty blender again and just buff that out. There we go. Now to set my concealer, I'm using the Wet n Wild CoverAll pressed powder, and this is in light medium. It's quite light for being a light medium. It is quite light, but I'm okay with that because I like it to set my concealer under my eyes and brighten at the same time. And my brush is the Imani Vegan Foundation Brush V1. I just find it perfect for setting concealer because it doesn't give you that really powdery look. And then to set the rest of my foundation, I'm using the Cover FX. This is M80. So it is quite dark because I'm kind of dark right now. It looks dark on the pan, but I assure you it matches my neck. Now to do my contouring, I'm going to use the Fit Me. This is the pressed powder, but it's in Mocha. Now it is very dark, so I go very light-handed with it. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques contour brush. I literally like dab. See, like one tiny little dab. You can see it is quite dark, but once it's all blended in, it looks okay. I can only wear this if I'm self-tanned though. Like if I weren't self-tanned, then it would be very dark and very almost orange on me. And then just to contour my nose, I'm just gonna take a slightly, just like an old eyeshadow brush, and I'm actually going to use Hoola, I think it's Hoola. It is Hoola. It's just I depotted it so that I could put it into my Z palette, but because it is cooler than the Fit Me powder, I'm going to use this to do the contour on my nose. I find it just looks more natural than using that really dark powder. I don't do a lot of contouring on my nose because I do have scarring on my nose. I've got some acne scarring from when I was younger, and I've got a chickenpox scar, so I don't do a lot of contouring on my nose because I find that it really accentuates those scars. But I do like a little bit just to make it look a little smaller. And then for blush, I'm going to use the Makeup Geek in Spellbound. And this is a angled blush brush by BH Cosmetics. I really like this brush for doing blush. I just find that it's dummy proof. Like, you cannot mess it up. And for highlighter, I'm going to go in with Miss Mary-Lou Manizer, of course. And I'm just going to use my dual fiber brush. This is a MAC one. I can't remember the number. I apologize. It is worn off. I've had it that long. And I'm just going to put that right at the top of my cheekbones and kind of bring it around in a C just above my eyebrow as well and onto my brow bone. And then I just put just a tiny little bit right on the tip and then right on the bridge, because if I go in this area here, again with the scarring, it will accentuate the scarring. And of course, we want to hide it. That's the whole point of makeup, right? And a little bit right on the Cupid's bow. And then now that I've got all of my powder on my face, I'm going to go through with my brow gel. This is in Gosh. This is by Gosh. And it's just, I think it's 003. It's just a brown eyebrow gel, quite dark. And I always wait until after I've done all of my powdering and blushing and contouring and everything, because I find it falls into my brows and then it looks silly having powder all over my brows. So I wait. It's my preference. You do you. I mean, if you want to do it beforehand, by all means do it beforehand. Now I'm just going to take a small flat synthetic brush. I'm going to go back into my Colour Tattoo, the Vintage Plum, and I'm going to take just a little bit of that, and I'm going to go right along the bottom of my bottom lash line. Now, because that is a cream base, it probably will crease, so I'm going to take my small flat smudger brush like this. This one is by Quo, and I'm going to go back into that first kind of grayish mauve-y sort of color, and I'm just going to go over top of that Colour Tattoo. And then I'm going to take my Still Essentials eyeshadow brush. This is the 006. And with no extra product, I'm just going to run that just along underneath that line, just to soften it up so there isn't a harsh line and it mimics the top. Now I'm going to take my nude colored liner. This is by Rimmel, and I'm going to line my waterline with this. And that's just going to help to really brighten the eyes and open them up. And then I'm going to go in with my mascara, do my bottom lashes, and another coat on the top. Now for lips, I'm actually going to do a quite bold lip, just with this eye look being the soft kind of lilac-y gray, where it's darker and then getting gradually lighter and diffusing out to eventually nothing. I really like this look with a quite bold lip. So I'm going to go in with my NYX liner in Plum, and then my NYX matte soft matte lip cream, and this is in Monte Carlo. So that's the final look, everybody. I really hope you guys liked this video and this look that I created. I really had a good time creating this look for you. If you guys did like it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I guess that's it. So until the next time, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.